So I'm responding to a comment on a Lamos video on Instagram. This is very chaotic, but the video had to do with the fact that the Homestuck pilot didn't really do well. It underperformed, its merch didn't sell, and Spindlehorse has been extremely quiet about it. And I want to bring up the point that this comment makes that it failed in part because of the association to Vivziepop. Because I personally think, and it's no hate to this person, but I think that had nothing to do with it. If anything, the association to Vivziepop is the only reason it did as well as it did. An association with Vivziepop in this day and age is honestly only going to boost your show. She's an extremely large name. She's going to have a very large positive following and, yes, a large negative following. But those both draw eyes, so people who like her work and people who didn't like her work were both going to check out the Homestuck pilot. I think the reason it failed is because the Homestuck charm, like they said, has just worn off. The fans have grown up, and they're not really interested in seeing more Homestuck. And Homestuck kind of struck at the perfect time. It was right at the birth of webcomics, right at the birth of the start of the internet. It is a time capsule for what the internet was like back when it was published, but the fact is, the internet has moved on. It doesn't have that same charm. It doesn't have that same pull. And the magic of the webcomic, while I do think how they did it in the animation was clever, it just cannot be captured in the same way. So while I am a little bummed, honestly, that the Homestuck pilot didn't do that great, I would have liked to see more Homestuck, and it's still possible. We don't know. I can't say I'm terribly surprised. It is just not something that is aged gracefully, and it is not something that I guess nostalgia is strong enough to hold on to. Can I help you? But I truly think its connection to Vivziepop had very, very, very little to do with its underperformance.